tasty food? Anyone? Okay, Pat. Okay. Yeah, Pat. Come on, come on. Quick.
Healthy food.
Pat, do you know how can you chew the food you just ate? I'll use my teeth. Okay, thank you, Pat. Actually, our bone cannot move by itself. It needs muscle, especially skeletal muscle, to support our bone to move. Also, skeletal muscle cells help our body to maintain the balance and also provide heat for us. For the example, we will be shrinking when we feel cold. Yeah, okay, Gan.
My name is Kan.
My name is Taiji.
My name is Nat.
And my name is
My name is Ping.
There are three muscle cell types. The first one is cardiac, skeletal muscle cell, and smooth muscle cell. A cardiac and smooth muscle cell are involuntary, which means that we cannot control it by our nerve cell. But skeletal muscle cell work different. We can control it by our nerve cell. And that is what are we going to talk about today.
The shape of skeletal muscle cell.
Skeletal muscle cells are the biggest cell in our body, and it have a main function is to release and contrast the muscle. This is help to support our body to move. It will support our bone to move up and down, to move our teeth and other part of our body. And the location is it near to the bone because the skeletal muscle cell will connected to the bone by the tendon. Everywhere that it have a bone, it will have a skeletal muscle cell. Next, I'm going to show you about the overall structure of the skeletal muscle
So
cell.
this is tendon where muscle and skeletal
Are connected. And next, I'm going to tell you from the biggest to the smallest unit of skeletal muscle. The biggest is the muscle, and the smaller one that inside muscle is vesicle, and inside vesicle will have a muscle cell, and inside of the muscle cell will have a myofiber, and the last one, which is a protein, is myofilament. And next, we are going to talk about the characteristic and the function of the organelle.
Okay, the name of the organelle inside the muscle cell and other organism, other general cell have a bit different in the front, which is sarco means skeletal. So for cytoplasm in muscle cell there is sarcoplasm, and smooth endoplasmic reticulum in muscle cell would be sarcoplasmic reticulum. Yes. The first one, nuclei, or it is a plural form of nucleus. There are many nuclei in our skeletal muscle cell, and some of you might wonder how come. So first, it is a little muscle cell that align together, and then it starts to fuse. So many nucleus stay in one single cell, which help it to easily command or give signal to the rest of the organelles inside the cell. Also, there is no ribosome is produced because we don't need protein in muscle cell. We import them from the other cell. Also, the nuclei locate near to the sarcolemma, which is cell membrane. As you can see here, yeah, this is nuclei. And of course, because of there is no ribosome and there is no RAF-ER as well, because RAF-ER made up of ribosome that attract to ER. The next one, sarcolemma, or known as cell membrane, which is the same as general cell membrane made up of phospholipid bilayer, and it is tubular shape. Also, it forms T-tube that we're gonna talk later, and it covered with a thin layer, which is collagen that help flexibility of the cell when we contract and relax.
So the next organelle is T2 or transverse tubule. This is a like being said, sarcolemma is holding of the T tubule. The T tubule is located on a myofilament bundle. It consists of many protein channel which allow the material to go through the inside the cell. In this case, the material we talk about is the calcium ions. T tubule transport calcium ions from the sarcolemma to the ER that we are going to talk in the next slide, and it will transport from calcium from ER to the myofilament, which will help the process called the muscle contraction and relaxation. So the next we are going to talk about is sarcoplasmic reticulum or smooth ER. It's different from normal smooth ER that this ER will not detoxify harmful chemical and make lipid, but it's only going to store and release calcium. From the T2, it store the calcium ion from the T2 and it release the calcium ion when the myofilament inside is needed when the muscle contraction.
Okay, as you all know, mitochondria or sarcosomes, the function of them is to produce ATP. Moreover, in every cell, there are mitochondria. But in skeletal muscle cells, they are a bit different from normal cells, which in skeletal muscle cell, they need to use a lot of mitochondria to produce ATP for contracting and relaxing. So next one is myofilaments. There are three different kinds of myofilaments that made up from proteins. First, it is myosin from thick filaments, actin from thin filament, and chitin from elastic filament. So this is the name of its proteinary, lysosome, ribosome, and of ER.
So next, I'm going to talk about the contracting and relaxing function. Contracting and relaxing function are occurred inside the myofibril. And inside myofibril, there is a small unit called sarcomere. And inside to call one sarcomere, it means that from one C line to another C line. Definitely you guys don't know yet what is C line, but don't worry, I will show you the picture on the next slide. And inside one sarcomere, there consists of three important proteins, which are myosin, actin, and chitin. Especially myosin and actin is very important for contracting and relaxing function. This is a picture of inside one sarcomere. The red one is myosin, and the blue one is actin, and that one is C line. And this is one sarcomere. And this is the relaxing and contracting. And next is the video of and next is the video show how actin and myosin work together.
A contraction begins when a bound ATP is hydrolyzed to ADP and inorganic phosphate. This causes the myosin head to extend and can attach to a binding site on actin, forming a cross bridge. An action called the power stroke is triggered, allowing myosin to pull the actin filament toward the M line, thereby shortening the sarcomere.
And they keep doing this for 1,000 times. That's why our muscle can move.
Okay, Next, it is disease and symptom of related to muscle cell. So the first one, atrophy, or also known as กล้ามเนื้ออ่อนแรง This is caused by the dying of nerve cells that cannot send signal to muscle, so we cannot control our muscle. So patient won't be able to move some part of their muscle, and for now there is no treatment yet that can totally cure this disease. But we can prevent it by avoid contacting dangerous radiation and insecticide.
And next one is cramp. In Thai is vacuum. It's caused by extreme exercise or we stuck in one position for a long time. To cure cramp, we have to drink a lot of water, stretching every time we fall, exercise, and get enough vitamin and mineral.
You guys go back to those.
Anybody have any questions to ask? Just one little question. So why is there no RER in the muscle cell? Why is there no RER? Or you said multi-body as well, right?
Yes, okay, so the first thing is that there is no ribosome is produced in the cell, so we don't need protein. And RAF-ER is made up by ribosome that attached to the ER, so there is no ER. And also there is no Golgi body because we don't need to modify protein and send it to outside the cell because we import the cell from outside the cell.